Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
1st and 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Tony. Look the hot.
Now Stroud. This one taken in by Stover. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get out near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, ready. 18. What's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Shuck. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point
They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Shuck. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Here we go.
It's Mixon on the counter. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he's going to be taken down and sacked back around the 18-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
A loss of 8 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Shuck now to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Chris Olave.
An 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give him...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
A little juke. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Shuck. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Shuck. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, let's go.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So the illegal forward pass also cost them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Stroud off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
They set up the screen. Marks.
And he's got room. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
A big gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Final play of the half. Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for
Set
Houston.
now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd down, Shuck from the gun. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. And the Saints, first down.
Throwing, Shuck. And that'll get to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
In motion right, Olave. To throw now, Shuck. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this throw will be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out this far.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Stroud and company going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot
for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. 33 yards that time.
They've been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Shough taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's 2 AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Middle. Ready, shot. Ready, shot. Sit up.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And Burns got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Michael Dano
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
6 more yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Well, he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
This is caught.
And he was was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard,
and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
picked off by Malachi Starks.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Jackson going to keep it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Point after up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selecting.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
71 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
and this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it second down and 12. Henry up the middle. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Nico Remigio deep for KC. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for KC. And even 70 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. As his guys are... And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Now Remigio. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And that's caught inside the 35. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A minute 52 to play until halftime. 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Tyler Luke
ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for KC. 59 yards.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. DeAndre Hopkins touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 94 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 79 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
180.
Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike Edwards picks it off. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Chiefs 40, Ravens 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 66 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy.
54 yards.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now
City.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake.
Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. Chiefs save. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Now Jackson. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
By the Chiefs. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Get her in the ego to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't much. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their 2 hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go of the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds up.
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give it a good shot on my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, 5, 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal.